Congratulations on the purchase of your new galvanized ultralight easy tow disc brake tow dolly. We've prepared this short assembly video to help you prepare for the arrival of your new tow dolly. Assembly is much easier and faster with a second person, and gloves are a good idea. Take your time and watch your fingers. Your dolly will arrive just as you see here, palletized and neatly packaged. The accessories box is compressed into place. Don't worry, the contents are not damaged. The complicated parts of your dolly have already been pre-assembled. The lubricated hubs, rotors, brakes, fender brackets, lights, and wiring are ready to go. Start by cutting all the zip ties loose and removing them as well as you can. Then remove these 9/16 mounted bolts that attach the dolly to the pallet. Now carefully pick up or slide the dolly one side at a time and leave the tongue and cross members resting on the accessory box. Each end weighs 142 pounds. Now you'll need a 12-inch jack or bucket to rest the actuator on. Pick up the tongue and actuator and place it in the mounting position on the dolly, as shown here. Leave a gap to plug in the light and work with the brake line. Locate both ends of the wire harness. Inspect them for damage. Plug them together, making sure they're well seated and tight. Remove the brake line. Now move the tongue into place, aligned with the bolt holes. Go ahead and attach the brake line with finger-tight pressure. The brake line fittings require only 17 finger-pounds of torque. Do not over-tighten. You can always snug it a bit more if it leaks. Over-tightening may split the lip. Now take the cross members, rest them in position, and open the accessories box. Take the largest set of bolts and attach the tongue to the dolly. Leave all fasteners loose until dolly is assembled. The alignments can be very close and tight. An alignment tool, like a spud wrench, can be useful. Shown here are the bolt sizes needed for each assembly. Notice how all fasteners require 22 millimeters, except for the center, where the tongue attaches to the dolly. Place the nuts and washers on the fasteners, but don't tighten them just yet. Great! Now you're ready to tighten all these fasteners up nice and snug. There's no required torque. Just tighten to the point of fixed resistance. The nylock fasteners will not work loose. Inside the accessory box, you'll find 2 ramps, 4 safety chains with snap hooks, wheel straps with steel hooks, 2 plastic fenders, decals, a brake lockout key, 2 winches, a spare tire, and a title. Optional additional accessories may or may not be shown here. This is not a representation of your specific order. You're almost finished. Now we're ready to turn the dolly over and start on the last 2 steps. Now, let's flip the dolly over. While your dolly is upright, take a moment to observe the priming access port on the bottom of the actuator. This is where you'll bleed the brakes from. Position the black plastic fenders and attach the unlock fasteners. All that's left now is to bleed the brakes. This requires 2 people to do manually. Most trailer repair centers have a power bleeder and can do this step for you very quickly and affordably. It's also okay to pull the dolly empty without brake fluid. We've demonstrated the process here, and we've included a link below to the A60 Actuator Owner's Manual. It further details the manual bleeding process. Be sure to attach the brake line fitting to the back of the actuator. Again, do not over-tighten. 17 finger-pounds of torque. The actuator reservoir only holds about an ounce of brake fluid. Be sure to keep the fluid topped up as you're bleeding the brakes, or you'll get air in the brake line. When flipping the dolly, a nut or a small item can be used under each tire to ensure the dolly does not roll when being flipped. It's also a good idea to have a second person help you. Your dolly will stand upright without damaging any of the components. Congratulations! You have just fully assembled your new Easy Tow car tow dolly. Now let's load our car and get on the road. In the next video, we will demonstrate how to attach your Easy Tow tow dolly to your vehicle.